Hi beautiful souls, it's Steph and welcome back to my YouTube channel, where every week I share with you new videos on how to get fit and get paid freelancing. Give a little tap on that subscribe button below to stay up to date on when new videos are released each week. And as always, if you find this video incredibly helpful, I would love it if you give it a thumbs up and comment below. I reply to all comments, seriously. In today's video, I'm going to share with you why you, yes, you need to get on Fiverr. Stay tuned to the very end because I'm going to share with you the roadmap to get started as a Fiverr freelancer. Step-by-step guide of exactly what you need to do to go from being a newbie in the freelancing world to making your first sale. It's gold. You don't want to miss it. Now, if you're someone who is a fitness lover, maybe you're working in the healthcare field as a physical therapist, chiropractor, whatever it is, personal trainer, athletic trainer, and you haven't yet watched last week's video, please hit pause, go back and watch last week's video because it was made specifically for you to learn why you may be perfect as a freelancer if you already work in this healthcare and fitness industry. Let's talk Fiverr. Fiverr.com with 2 R's is a freelancing platform. So I want to address the question first. What is freelancing? Freelancing is where you're self-employed. You get to work for yourself and you have complete time and location freedom. That's right. You're hired on by individuals or even larger companies to help them remotely. They may hire you for one project, and if they love working with you, they might continue hiring you. But you're hired on as an independent freelancer. You aren't signing any contracts. You're not working part-time, full-time. It's more on a task-by-task basis. So really your goal is to develop really great relationships with buyers so they keep coming back for more, and your goal is volume. The more orders that you can sell, the better for you. So where the heck can you sell as a freelancer online? Well, there's a lot of website options besides Fiverr. Websites like Upwork, Freelancer, Freelancer, Guru, People Per Hour, and the list goes on. But my absolute #1 favorite that has stolen my heart is Fiverr. Fiverr.com because it has gotten me the most results. I've made the most money on Fiverr, and so that is why Fiverr is the freelancing platform that I teach, and it's the one I'm going to focus on teaching you guys today because I firmly believe that every single person has some sort of service they can offer as a freelancer, and they can make money successfully online at Fiverr.com. So let's take things way back to the history of Fiverr. Fiverr was started in 2010. It was started as a smaller freelancing platform, and then eventually it turned to a much bigger thing. But initially it started and it was called Fiverr because most people sold things for $5. $5-ish for every service. Now, of course, things have evolved and now most people sell things for much more because things take a lot more time and are of higher value. But initially you could hop on Fiverr and you could get a logo for $5 or an email written for $5 or a really short blog post for $5. It was insane. Now, I wasn't on Fiverr in 2010. I hopped on Fiverr in 2017. But since it was created and started, it has grown tremendously. Fiverr's whole purpose was to help connect buyers with sellers. Buyers are going to be individuals, small businesses, or even larger businesses that are looking for help. They want to hire on someone for a very short-term project or small task. Sellers are me and you. We are the freelancers who have services to offer, and we are offering services in the form of gigs on Fiverr. So the buyers hop on Fiverr.com, they go to the search box, they search, I need help with blank, and then a whole list pops up of potential sellers or freelancers that sell that service. It's kind of like Google. They go in, they try and look up a service that they need, and then they get pages and pages and pages of people offering that service. So it is your goal to have the right strategy behind creating your Fiverr to where you will pop up at the very top of page #1, so you'll have a higher likelihood of making the sale. Yeah, there's a lot of competition on Fiverr. There's a lot of competition with anything these days. With the pandemic, so many people shifted from working in person to selling things online. So there's competition. So you can't just get on Fiverr.com and list services randomly with no strategy, poor images, poor descriptions, not paying attention to keywords, not paying attention to analytics. You're going to fail. You've got to have some strategy behind it, which is what I'm here to teach you guys here on this YouTube platform. I know some people and businesses are afraid of change, but Fiverr is not. They have evolved a lot over the years. And my favorite thing that they included now is the app. In 2013, they introduced the Fiverr app. And so when I joined, they had the app available and I was like, yes, this is a game changer because I no longer have to be at my computer in a Wi-Fi zone to be able to hop on Fiverr and message people, communicate, manage my orders and such. I can do it directly from my phone, which means I can now work remotely from anywhere in the world as long as I have cell signal or Wi-Fi somewhere. Why is it important to keep your communication really top-notch and fast on Fiverr? Because they honor fast communication. In fact, they won't promote you unless you are very fast at responding to messages and people inquiring about your services. So the sooner that you can reply, the better you are on Fiverr's ranking and the more likely you're going to be the person that's hired. Because here's the thing, when a buyer hops on Fiverr.com, searches, and then tries to find someone to hire, they're not just messaging you, one person. They're probably messaging like 5 people to chat to 5 different people, see who's quick to respond, who's professional, who can give them the best quote and sounds like the best fit for the project. So the quicker you reply, the higher likelihood you're going to get promoted on Fiverr and you're going to get the job and get paid. So now let's fast forward all the way down to 2019. Fiverr introduced subscriptions. This was another monumental change because now you can not only get a one-time purchase from a buyer, but you can encourage them to subscribe to your services. To not only purchase from you one time or maybe come back once more, but to purchase from you regularly and say, hey, if you get this gig from me on a monthly basis, once a month, I will give you blank % discount, and you get to choose what sort of discount you offer to encourage these buyers to keep coming back and to subscribe to your services. So that in itself was a game changer because now we have people who are not just buying from us once and then saying, all right, bye, see you later. They're more inclined to keep buying over and over and over because we have this ability now. All right, you guys, so that is the basic history of Fiverr. Let's go ahead and shift focus and talk about the meat of today's topic, which is why you should get on Fiverr. Here are the reasons why I believe you, and I am saying you because I really think anyone watching this and really anyone in the world has something that they can sell, even if it seems minute or silly or just like super random. You can sell these things most likely on Fiverr. I could have listed out 10 reasons, but let's keep things short and sweet today. Here are the 3 reasons why I think that you need to get on Fiverr as a freelancer. Number 1, it's completely free. Yes, it is free to join Fiverr.com. All you gotta do is go in and create an account. So if you're someone who can see yourself being a freelancer and wants to start selling things, then what you gotta do is you gotta create a Fiverr account, create a Fiverr profile, and start listing some gigs or services that you are open to sell. Now here's the thing, anytime you make a sale on Fiverr, they do get a small commission. So with every sale that is purchased from you, you get to keep 80% and Fiverr takes 20% of every single sale. That also goes along with tips. If people leave you a tip, you get to keep 80%, they take 20%. So it's completely free, $0 to sign up on Fiverr, but they will get 20% of everything that you make. Second reason why you need to get on Fiverr is because it is super easy and quick to join. It literally will just take you like half hour to get on, create your account, fill out your profile information, and then become a seller. So it's the perfect, easy and quick side hustle to create. And like I said, third reason why you should get on Fiverr is because you can work on Fiverr remotely. You can work anywhere in the world, become an anywhere worker because all you really need is your computer and or cell phone and some sort of service that you're really good at offering and selling. Freelancing is the perfect side hustle because you get to choose what you sell and how often you take orders. So you can really work as little or as much as you want, doing things that you enjoy, setting your own rates, and you're helping these people online by being a freelancer. So if you're someone who's maybe considering building a side hustle, you want to make extra income for some reason, maybe you want to pay off student loans earlier, maybe you just want to make some extra monies for more vacation and travel money, maybe you have an expensive hobby that you need to support, whatever it is, if you want to build a side hustle, then I think freelancing could be the perfect side hustle for you, and Fiverr.com is most likely going to be the best platform to start on. Now, I told you to stay tuned till the end. That is because I have a free resource to provide you with now. It is a PDF called the Roadmap from Zero to Selling on Fiverr. This is going to be this 12 steps to follow to go from not ever being on Fiverr before to creating a Fiverr account, putting up some gigs, and making your first sale. Step by step, this 12-step process that I did, and it's the exact process that I encourage you to do if you want to become a freelancer on Fiverr. So you can get this PDF by going to stufftoearth.com/roadmap, and I will send that to you right away so that you can get started on this freelancing journey. So what about this? Why don't I go through those 12 steps right now just to give you kind of a quick overview of how easy peasy this process can be. So here we go. The roadmap from zero to selling on Fiverr, your 12-step process. Now you didn't think we'd go a whole video without Forrester making an appearance, right? He is taking a nap out in the living room today, but he says hi. And he smells like a skunk because we went camping this weekend and he got skunked. So it's probably good that he's way out there because he stinks. Step number 1, decide on what exact services you want to offer. You're not even needing to get on Fiverr.com yet. You just need to brainstorm. What did you go to school for? Or what passions do you have? What are you interested in? What are you good at? Brainstorm a long list of ideas that you have and then narrow down it to a couple that you want to begin selling initially. Step 2, get out that pen and paper or a Google Doc and write your business plan. Yes, a business plan. I know it's just freelancing, but you need to have a clear vision on what your goals are for freelancing, what your values are, who your target audience is, who you're trying to sell to, and finally, what exact services you're going to offer. So take those step 1 service ideas that you have and now go into more detail. Do some research online. Research what other freelancers are selling and how they're packaging their services that are similar to yours. Don't copy, don't plagiarize, simply research. What are they including in a package? What's included, what's not included? What add-ons do they offer? How are they pricing things? All of those things you should have in your business plan before you even log into Fiverr. Step number 3, what action steps do you need to take before you can begin selling? For example, before I could start selling video creation, I needed to make sure I had the appropriate equipment. Did I have a tripod, a camera, an SD card to keep the recordings on? Did I have the right editing software? So what sort of physical or virtual subscriptions, things do you need to buy, have prepared, have ready, know how to use before you can start selling? Step 4 is to finally hop on Fiverr.com. I would love it if you use my affiliate link. You don't have to, but if you do, a huge thank you for using that, as I'll get a small commission from it. So use this link below to go create your Fiverr profile. It only takes a few minutes. Step 5 is to adjust your Fiverr settings to your liking. For example, do you want to get emails and texts, notifications for whatever? This is really important because initially you might feel overwhelmed with all the different notifications you get. So go into those settings and adjust everything to your liking. Step 6 is to apply to become a seller. Even though you have a Fiverr account, they think that you just want to be a buyer, that you just want to go on there and buy services. So now is your time to let Fiverr know, hey, I want to start selling services. I want to start making money on here as a freelancer. So you want to go on and follow the step-by-step process to becoming a seller. Step number 7 is to learn what it takes to get promoted. Yeah, so you can be a newbie, a new seller on Fiverr, and then you can get promoted to level 1, level 2, top rated, and pro sellers even. It's crazy, and it takes a lot of practice and patience and consistency and orders to work your way up, but it's important that you take the time. Just take 5-10 minutes now and research what it takes for you to be promoted, because the faster you're promoted, the more likely you're going to show up at the top of those searches for buyers and the more sales that you're going to make. So research what sort of things Fiverr looks for to get promoted. Step number 8 is to just play around with the Fiverr desktop version and the mobile app version. You want to make sure you understand how to use it, where you can find messages, notifications, orders, how to change your settings, how to change the services or gigs that you have. Go through all of that and make sure you know how to use it really well before you move on to the next step. And step 9, finally, you're going to create and publish your first gig. Yeah, that's what they call it. A gig is the service or offer that you want to sell. As you can see here, I've been on Fiverr for a while, so I have a lot of gigs. Some that come and go, some that I experiment with, but these are my standard ones that I'm selling on a regular basis. So create your first gig by clicking that upper right button that says create a new gig. Follow the steps. In the top left corner, you can see that you'll be filling out sections like an overview of the gig, a description of the gig, about the seller, different package options you want to offer with the prices you want to list, as well as uploading some images and examples of deliveries. Now don't worry, this is the complicated part. I'm going to make an entire other YouTube video teaching you guys how to create a gig, so stay tuned for that coming up. Now, step 10 is simple. Simply rinse and repeat step 9. So in step 9, you made your first gig. Now in step 10, do the same thing for a couple other services you want to offer that are slightly different. That way you have a few options for people to choose from. Now, most people would stop at step 10, not get any orders, and give up on this entire venture. But here's where you should keep going. Step 11 is the secret sauce. There's a section on Fiverr called Buyer Requests. Go there and capture a couple orders right off the bat. You are a brand new seller, so it's important to get some quick orders in. Find people who are looking for services that you want to offer. Submit a proposal to them that's lower than you would typically charge, just so you can get a few orders under your belt. Then move on to step 12, which is ensuring a very happy buyer. Make sure you deliver a high quality service to them so that they will leave you 5-star reviews, and you can start building up as many 5-star reviews as possible. Then and only then, once you have at least like 5 sales under your belt and some good 5-star reviews, can you start to just kind of sit back and let the orders trickle in, and eventually you can raise your rates from there. Well, thanks for tuning in for this week's video. If you found it helpful, please give it a like and comment below. Let me know what you learned and if you have any questions about getting started as a Fiverr freelancer. Until then, I hope to see you guys next week. And as always, peace and love.